So on April 25th, 2014, there was a massive earthquake in Nepal. It was a magnitude of 7.8. In a very short period of time, about 10,000 people were killed.
I went the day after the earthquake to the little hospital in our town, and I walked into the ER and I said, "Can you guys use my help at all?" I worked in a pediatric emergency back home, and so I spent that day just kind of holding people, holding them down and helping out, however I could.
There was another missionary in the country who was organizing a team, and I volunteered to be just a helper on that.
That's when money started coming in from friends and family, and they were saying, just help people with it. And we were approached by Paul's friend, who was a translator, asking if we could come and help in his village, and that's when it all started to come together. Friends in Kathmandu were passing through who'd been building these little metal shelters, and they came and they spent the day teaching us how to do it with all of our neighbors and friends, and so they took a little crew up into the mountains and did those shelters.
And the end of the day came, and we were just standing around, and they were looking at me, and I realized that I was in charge, and they were hoping that I could somehow help this village. And I felt kind of overwhelmed. And so I said, I'm not going to promise anything, but except for this, I'll do the very best that I can. And so we ended up going back to the town where Tabitha and I were, and with a lot of elbow grease and a lot of coordination and a lot of God's help, we were able to provide emergency shelters for every single family in that village.
I remember a short-term team coming in. It was the team from Egypt. And they were so full and they were so fresh.
The team itself was amazing. We had some Egyptians, had Coptic Christians, had people from North Sudan and South Sudan, which is amazing because there's a civil war there right now. And they are hand in hand in love,
There's something so different about them, and it still just left such a long-lasting impression. They didn't have to come and be skilled builders or skilled doctors or something like that. They came full of the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit was able to drench the place because these people came with willing hearts, and it was a huge impact.